Let's see what's happening on Wall Street right now. All the arrows pointing up. The Dow is up 42 points, NASDAQ up 7.25, S&P 500 up 3 points. Lunch, dinner, perhaps that's a way to break the ice in the nation's capital. ABC's Tamon Bradley reports on who's breaking bread with the president and who's taking a very public stance against one of the president's cabinet nominees.
President Obama's on a charm offensive, making nice with every Republican lawmaker he can find.
Because he has tried so hard to listen, to accommodate, to be respectful of their points of view.
The president is seeking a long-term debt deal and support for his second-term agenda. Last night, Mr. Obama took a dozen GOP senators out to dinner.
All I can say is we had a very evening that I appreciated very much.
I think it was constructive.
Today, it's lunch with Congressman Paul Ryan, the Republican budget writer. The president's effort comes as lawmakers scramble to avoid a government shutdown and ease the impact of $85 billion in sequestration cuts. Yesterday, House Republicans passed a short-term measure to do so, but President Obama wants a lasting deal. Some Republican rank and file are listening.
His goal is ours. We want to stop careening from crisis to crisis.
While President Obama is reaching out,
I will speak until I can no longer speak.
Tea Party Republican Senator Rand Paul took over the Senate floor, filibustering the president's CIA nominee for nearly 13 hours. A sign business as usual may be hard to break. Senator Paul's half-day speech was born out of concern over the Obama administration's use of unmanned drones. He convinced the Senate Minority Leader to call for additional debate on John Brennan before a final confirmation vote. Tamon Bradley, ABC News, Washington.
Officials at Front Range Airport are appealing a decision by the FAA that would close their control tower. It's a story 7 News first broke on Twitter. The airport in Watkins opened the tower in 2005. It cost $5.7 million to build. The FAA pitched in $2.9 million for initial construction and an additional $1.5 million to enhance it. Now the FAA wants to shut it down in hopes of saving about $600,000 a year. Yet airport officials worry that would impact the development of Spaceport, Colorado, which would be located at Front Range Airport. The Spaceport facility is expected to bring in jobs aimed at promoting space travel.
And the reason why that investment is there is so that we can grow the Front Range Airport to be the economic generator that should be. And so if we go back in and cut the tower off, then that's poor public policy, in my opinion.
The airport is appealing. If the tower is closed, the airport still could operate, but the burden would be on pilots to be sure the runways are clear, which is standard practice at many airports. 7 News requested an interview with the FAA, but it declined. Time Warner announces it's going out of the magazine business. The company is deciding to spin off its entire Time magazine group, and that means a possible merger with Meredith Corporation now is off the table. The spin-off would make Time Incorporated a separate public company. Facebook is unveiling a new look, and what we're showing you here is a live satellite feed. The social networking site is hosting an event today to show off the redesign of its news feed page. The news feed is the first thing you see when you log on to Facebook. Now, we've been monitoring this news conference for you. So far, we've been told that photos will be larger, and both your profile photo and the photos you post would be bigger and more front and center. Looking for something to do, you'll be able to see what your friends are doing or events posted at places where you've checked in the past. Right now, a member of the Facebook team is explaining the new design. So let's listen in while we have a moment here.
Boxes around the stories, but it's also bigger things like navigation. So the tablet and the phone navigation haven't changed too much, but if you look at the PC, you'll see that we've grabbed the same physical model and visual model for how you get around Facebook, which is this gray tray that sits underneath the white page of content. And beyond being the same and consistent, which is awesome for the system person in you, there's a couple nice things that come along with it. The first is that it's truly global navigation. So now you can get from any page on Facebook to any other page on Facebook without passing through the home page.
No matter what, it always takes some getting used to, those changes that Facebook institutes, but it's fun to see how they progress. The company says this is all an effort to make Facebook more relevant. We will see.